All right, here with the head coach of the Colonials, Nate Handrahan. And Nate, fight back, come from behind, tie today, fall behind 2-0, but some good effort to come back in this one.
I think we displayed in the third period a lot of the things that we've been looking for with regards to the kind of ways that we got to play. It's it's a real fine line between getting it done and not, and I think last night was a prime example of not getting it done, and this afternoon I think was an example of how a little bit more effort, a little bit more will, a little bit more grit in a couple of key areas can get you a long way. I didn't think that we did a great job in the first two periods, but I think certainly in the third and overtime we kind of played the way that we need to.
Coach, had to be frustrating there, the long scoreless stretch going back to yesterday and today and falling behind. How good did that Sarah O'Malley goal feel?
Yeah, it's, Sarah's a goal scorer, and she did what she does, and put that home, and we definitely need more of those throughout the year. Their best players got to be our best players, and I think that when you go stretches like that, you gotta remember the things that make you good. And she's always been a shooter and needs to keep shooting the puck.
Speaking of best players, one of yours, Brandon Delaney, was taking a bit of a beating out there today. How was she? And what happened on that play in the boards? Did you see?
Well, I saw it. A couple of different times she drove the edge, and she got taken pretty hard into the wall, and the letter of the law, I guess, those are penalties in our game. But at the same time, I understand that there's a certain competitive battle that, to be honest, as a coach and as an advocate of more physical play for the girls, I'd prefer to see that let go. But she's okay. She's a battler, and then funny sometimes that she needs to get rattled into the wall a couple of times before she starts to spark it up and get going. And I think you saw a different player in the last 10 minutes after that happened. She kind of gets the eye going and starts playing pretty hard.
Another one of your players, Thea Mbrogna, she really shows great instincts out there. Nate seems to know when to hold on, when to pass, and when to shoot.
Yeah, those are some natural gifts that she has that we're fortunate to have her here. Certainly, she gives us a lot of advantages offensively. She's a great shooter. She's got good vision. She's not just a shooter. She does a lot of good things in all areas. And she's a great kid and a great teammate. So I think that's definitely helps her find chemistry with other players as well.
Mary Rayson, another good game in goal, and made some really big saves while you were down 2-0, allowing your team time to get things going offensively and come back.
Yeah, I definitely think that in the first two periods she kept the game close and gave us the opportunity to come back, and she definitely battled and kicked, and she's building a pretty good streak here where I know she's not getting the results that she'd like, but at the same time she's playing pretty well.
Coach, I'm looking ahead a little bit now. You got Wayne State next weekend, split with them earlier in the season. What needs to happen between now and then?
Well, we got to capture the things that we did today and do that day in and day out through the week. I think that when you look to play Wayne State, you're going into a physical contest. They're a big, strong skating team. The trip to Detroit isn't always an easy one. Sometimes you run into weather. Their barn isn't the greatest barn, but at the same time, those are all hurdles and things that you got to deal with to be at your best. And those are life skills too. Sometimes there's going to be times that you're doing things and going places that are going to be, turbulent. So they're going to compete, they're going to battle, and we need to go in there and we need to start putting some points on the board.
Coach, 4 seniors in the lineup, 5 on your team. Are they feeling the urgency here? It's getting late in their careers.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you don't want them to kind of feel too much pressure of it, but at the same time, there is an urgency for them that, and with the girls, it tends to be a little bit. They get sad at times because they know it's coming to an end, and I think that they're all elevating their games at this time of year, and definitely that's what we need.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck up in Detroit against the Warriors.
Thanks, Carol.